Good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are, and welcome to episode 8 of Fireside Stories, The Forbidden Ruins, A Tale of Terror, Part 4. Lilith stands near the entrance of her tent, hands shaking as she stares off into the woods.
What's the matter, Lilith? You seem upset.
A mysterious voice echoes in her mind. She immediately stops casting Detect Thoughts and runs over to John sitting beside the campfire. She grabs his shoulders and looks into his eyes.
Go get Marcus and Lilith now. Grab what gear you can and leave the rest. Please do not question me. Just do it.
She grabs a stick from the firewood pile and begins to draw a magic circle in the dirt. John runs over to the tents and wakes up Marcus and Kiera. They grab their packs and meet back with Lilith at the campfire.
Everyone step into the circle,
Lilith says sternly. The group steps into the magic circle and is instantly transported to the Adventurers Guild in Arcadia. As soon as they appear in the guild hall, Lilith collapses. John shakes her, trying to wake her up, as guild members rush over to help. John turns to Marcus.
What the hell just happened?
How the hell should I know?
Marcus snaps, still trying to wake up. It's magic depletion, one of the guild members says. If a mage's magic reserves get too low, they can go into a coma-like state until they are replenished. The best thing for her is to rest. John turns to Marcus and Kiera.
You two get some sleep. I'll take Lilith to the healer.
John picks Lilith up and carries her to the guild hall's healer. John lays Lilith on the bed as a man walks in. He's much older than John, probably in his 60s. He has a medium gray beard and is well dressed. His clothes are gilded linen cloth and must be very expensive.
I don't believe we've met,
the man says as he extends his hand. John shakes the man's hand.
I don't believe we have. My name's John.
I'm Gerard, the guild master.
Oh! I have a few questions about our quest.
I have no doubts. I will answer all your questions soon. First, I need to tend to Lilith.
Gerard kneels next to the bed and checks on Lilith's breathing. Gerard turns toward John.
If you wish to stay, please look away for a moment. I need to cast a spell I want to keep secret.
John complies with Gerard's request. As soon as his back is turned, the room brightens for a moment and then slowly dims.
You may turn around now,
Gerard says. John turns around.
What did you do?
I told you it's a secret. You can think of it as Detect Thoughts, but for her vitals.
What?
Detect Thoughts is a spell. I ordered it to report vital signs, such as heartbeat, blood pressure, breathing, etc.
John nods, acting as if he understands. He never understood healers. Even in the army, he witnessed them perform miracles. But how Gerard talked about these so-called vital signs didn't make any sense. Gerard leaves the room, closing the door behind him. John looks around the room. Nothing seems out of place.
Maybe I can ask Lilith to teach me some spells when she gets better.
John says to himself.
I'd be happy to.
Lilith's voice echoes in John's mind. John spins around to look at Lilith. She is still lying unconscious on the bed. He shakes his head, rubbing his eyes.
Must be fatigue,
he reasons. He walks over to a chair in the corner of the room and sits down. He struggles to stay awake, but after several minutes of fighting, he succumbs to exhaustion and falls asleep. After what seems to be the best sleep he's had in weeks, John slowly opens his eyes to see Lilith inches from his face. Startled, John jerks back, hitting his head against the wall.
What the hell, Lilith?
John says, rubbing the back of his head.
Gerard said you watched over me last night. I wanted to say thank you.
And you thought the best way to do that was to scare the crap out of me first thing in the morning?
I wasn't trying to scare you. I was going to give you a kiss.
I don't know if that's customary for dark elves, but for humans, you don't kiss someone you just met.
Lilith playfully punches John's shoulder.
I was going to kiss your cheek, you dummy. And please don't call me a dark elf. Just because my race has an affinity for dark magic does not mean we use it maliciously. I am Ishan from Isha Alora. If we are going to be friends, please call me such.
Again, why do you trust me so much? We only met 2 days ago. Humans destroyed your village, and now you want to befriend me.
I have already told you this. You as an individual did not destroy my village. You as an individual do not have the same hatred towards Ishans as other humans do. I understand you learned to be cautious in your military, but we are your friends and you can trust us.
John nods his head. Changing the subject, he asks,
Does Gerard know you are an elf?
No, I've asked him to leave my hood on for religious reasons when he heals me.
Do you think he would take a look if you were unconscious?
Again, with the trust issues, John, I trust him. That should be enough.
Fine. Let's meet up with Marcus and Kiera for breakfast. Then we can talk to Gerard about this quest.
Now, if you enjoyed that story, make sure to leave a like and don't forget to subscribe for part 5 and future Fireside stories.